What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. I hope you guys are doing great. Man, we're absolutely killing it on not just the Asia stream, but also the trading floor. I took a win today on the trading floor. Also took a win on my accounts today, my Lightning accounts. That puts me at 104, 104.2. So I only need 1,800 to request a 12.5K payout, which is crazy. So yeah, let me pull out the chat here. I hope you guys are doing great. I'll definitely go over all the trades that I saw today and my overall bias. So let's take a look at the daily right here. And damn, uh, after sweeping the daily low here, we definitely did not close bearish on that daily bar. Okay, I had this as my bias, I would say, but like I said, it's not because I'm predicting that something's gonna happen that there's no cues that will tell us that I should give up on that bias, basically. And here, I would say there was multiple cues, especially during the overnight session. Once we started seeing the pump above 43 here, and creating that shift in market structure and the big displacement above the daily opening price, we saw that this is exactly where the battle was going to happen. It's either we are going to push back down and New York's going to open here and resweep those lows, or actually push very aggressively. And we had CPI today, so definitely those the catalyst that made this candle close bullish. So currently on this daily bar, we did reject 71, pretty big resistance level right here, and we swept the low, closing back within the range, bullish. So just looking at this bar overall, if I had to predict where the next candle would go, I would say it's going to be more attracted to 98 right here, then potentially going back down towards the previous daily low here. Okay, so the daily high would be my target, plus higher objectives above. That's my daily bias. I would want to see a bullish candle distribute on Wednesday on the daily chart, potentially wiping out those highs here, and even I would say 19 as the final target. If I go to this hourly chart right here, not much information, I would say. Of course, we did break very aggressively, creating that shift in market structure. Plus, I have the daily bullish bias. So I would say until we see a lot of displacement from the hourly pointing towards our draw, which would be that daily high, I would not try to just blindly long, especially with the big rejections that we're seeing. It's not a very strong closure, like to the point where I'm literally just gonna long the market open. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am. I'm sitting. A lot of consolidation after the CPI move, so I want to let some time for the hourly candles to settle in and tell me the direction. So I'm bullish, but it could go both ways today. Definitely could go both ways. Let me pull out the chat right there. What's up, chat? How y'all doing? Yeah, so you already know the drill with the giveaways. You already know with the giveaways what we're gonna do today. The first leg goal will be, let's do a 300 likes. And yes, I did watch the game. I don't know what happened to France today, but damn, feels bad. They got outclassed. They couldn't do anything. They stood no chance. They actually stood zero chance against Spain. I don't know. The thing is, Spain is so like their players are so gifted in terms of technique, and those guys won't lose the ball. You can't beat them in possession. It's barely possible. So I think the game plan that they had, the players that they put, was not it. They once they saw that it was not going well, they needed to do subs, you know, uh, and they didn't. They waited way too long. It was not Olise's game. They should have put Shirky way way earlier in this game. A lot of people did make some mistakes that you can't make those kind of mistakes in the World Cup. You just can't. You definitely can't. But yeah, it is what it is. GG's, they won. They were the best team tonight. But yeah. Let me see here if I can. That is a little bit too bright. Bruh. I don't know how I can do that shit. All right. Argentina will humble Spain. I don't know. I don't know about this statement. I actually don't know about this statement. Currently here, let me put the hourly also on that. And let me go over the day, the trades that I took. And yeah, so going into the morning, let me show you exactly what happened. So first thing that I do, I let that first hourly bar close and give me some direction. And here we can see the 8 a.m. 1 hour candle closed bullish because of the big CPI move. Created a pretty big rejection, and then we accumulated like crazy. We were stuck in a 150 point range. We did not leave. I don't know, for me, if you traded within this, like if you were early within this move, let's say you longed at like 944 or 945, I mean, that's unfortunate. But if you got in a long or even a short right there, like at around 10 a.m., I think that was could have waited for more confirmations, especially for the long. So right there, basically what happened was that we had an inside bar candle. Okay, so we can see here that 8 a.m. range. We had that range form at 8 a.m. Let me put that. You see that range formed at 8 a.m. That 9 a.m. 1 hour candle traded within the range and did not sweep the high, nor traded above the high, sweep the low, or traded below the low. Okay, so what does that tell me? It tells me that this is an accumulation candle. And usually how I want to treat those in the morning, which you can see, it's basically a full-on accumulation on the 1 minute chart, but I use those higher time frame candles. I don't really mind if it was a break or what kind of structure we have. So right there, for me, how I use those, usually when I have those kind of, I would say, inside bar candles, I play the extremes. Okay, I like to see the reaction from either the high or the low of those candles, and if we can close back within the range, try to catch my scalp within the upside. So here, with how this hourly candle closed, which is pretty rare, I played the extremes. I let price come back down on that 15. We swept, so we were very aggressive at the beginning. Right here, closed bearish, went down, and then you can see here we started to close back within the range very, very strongly. And when I saw that we were right above my right here on that push right here, we were rejecting that hourly gap, closing back within the range very aggressively after sweeping that hourly low, and we closed right above it. I took a long exactly here on the small pullback, had my stop loss being right there, my take profit being right here for a 1-to-1, and took that long. And within, I definitely did take some profits here from that candle, exited the market. So maybe even like at around 81. But that was my play in the morning, just playing off of the extremes. It's a very rare scenario, I would say, to see those kind of things. Usually the candle will either close bullish above the previous candle's high or close bearish below the previous candle's low and be kind of a breakout candle or a reversal candle. But in this case, it was a full-on accumulation candle. So it was a good read here to play it that way. After that, I would say not much happening after that for me. So that was the only play that I truly saw today. So I did try to take a long right here, but once we swept 65, we needed to come back down again, resweep, and then push up. So I wanted to grab that long. I did also take a long during our session. When was it? It was right here. It was a very quick scalp. That's why it's more of a so right here I took a long at around 810, let it ride all the way to 38, took out one contract, and I was letting the rest run to 96. Didn't happen, so I got stopped. The rest got stopped out to break even. So that's pretty much the trades that I took today. Let me see the chat here. 74 likes. Like I said, chat, at 300 likes, I'm doing 150k select account giveaway. So make sure to like the stream, and I'm gonna set up for that first account giveaway. Pretty aggressive push here on the hourly. So we're opening up lower on that daily bar. Not a bad thing. The best thing we could see here is us faking out the sellers below 68, and that candle to be able to flip right back above its opening price and pushing towards 60s, having all those highs as easy targets, easy money trades right there. If we can close bullish and on a breakout, I definitely want to scalp that daily high. But we're being aggressive to the downside on the open. If we can wick that low and start trading back up above 805, that would be perfect for me. There's quite some time left before I take a decision here. So yeah, let's wait. Let's stay patient. Not targeting accumulation lows before CPI. We engineered another low in AM session there. What do you think? Can you answer? Holy shit. Bro, do you know, look, I'll tell you one thing. We have such different ways. Everyone has such different ways of seeing the market in general. Like the lows engineered during the CPI is pretty subjective for me. It could get swept. It could also not get swept. I'm not trying to predict. I'm trying to react to whatever happens. So when I see like people asking me questions of, is this going to be taken out, or is this your draw? I don't see the market that way. For me, how I see the market is I look at my chart. Okay, I look at the hourly, I look at the 15-minute, I look at the 30-minute, and I look at the structure that it's currently forming. And I treat this chart exactly like if it was a 1-minute chart. Exactly like if it was a 1-minute chart. I'll give you an example. If I'm seeing a rejection from the gap right here on the hourly, and we're above that daily opening price, and I see that closure, what I would expect from the market to do is create a bullish candle. If this was a 1-minute candle reacting to a gap like this, would you sell right at the open right here and predict that the next bar would be bearish? Or would you buy predicting that the next bar would close bullish and push to the upside? For me, it's a clear buy. So until the hourly candle closes, then I'm only looking for buys, and I'm looking for shifts, bearish shifts in market structure to get invalidated. So then I can put my stop loss and see the distribution. I'm more of a scalper. I'm more of someone who waits for price, let's say, for participants to step in above the open or below the open of the candles that I'm looking at. But really, in terms of, oh, are you going to target the daily high? Are you going to target the CPI high? Are you what is it? How do you call those data highs? That's how ICT people call it. I don't truly look at all those things like most people will do. If that's the best answer I can give you. I have a very specific way of approaching things. It's like, no matter how I think about the market is, people that trade key levels, it's good, but for me, it's not my way of thinking because it's too subjective. How many times are we like, I don't know exactly how you can trade those if you are not going to be super specific about your entry, stop loss, take profit. Let's say what I'm going to say about it is like, okay, you have a key level being formed here. A lot of people will trade key levels. Okay, let's say you trade key levels, and I did at a certain point. I tried, of course, supply and demand, and I tried that type of trading. But I'm going to tell you what I dislike about it. This is a big zone. This is a zone from 650 all the way to 540. This is a 110 point zone. Okay, meaning that, okay, that's resistance. That's an order block. Sellers got squeezed within that down move, and they're most likely going to cover their positions by clicking on buy since they're currently in drawdown, prices up. Okay, is it this part of the order block that will react? Is it the body? Is it the lower portion? Like, what are you going to do? Because what's going to happen certainly is that you're going to tap it, create a shift in market structure, and then potentially go deeper. And then another shift and potentially go deeper. And then once you start seeing that move, which you knew was going to happen, there was no actual way of having a thought process that would not have made you lose on those first two trades. So that's like, that subjectivity of those key levels is not it for me. So like, even the daily highs, daily lows, my overall thought process about those levels is so different. It's like, my thought process about daily highs and lows is, if we are very close to them, we're going to sweep them. Okay? Until we get very close to them, I am not going to trade towards them. So it's like, let's say for me, my overall thought process about this market is, the closer we get to a high, the more chances we have of sweeping it. So let's say we have the daily high right there. Okay. And we're here, we closed. For me, it's not because we pull back here, we hold this gap, and we inverse a gap here, that I will necessarily target the daily high. It's too subjective. How many fake outs you can see within this range that will kill you before actually seeing the real move? That is where you blow accounts. For me, what I like to do is wait for us to get very close to that high, and us seeing basically a breakout on the time frame I'm trying to predict. And if, okay, an hourly bar is closing bullish towards that high, then I know I can predict that the next candle on the hourly will also burst through that high. And then I try to locate myself as a buyer, and using the PO3, okay, accumulation above the high, manipulation to the downside, faking out, trapping out sellers that think price is going to shift here. As soon as they get invalidated, this is my protected low, and I trade to the upside for the whole hour. That's what I do. That's how I like to operate. This is just my view. There's so many thought process, so many ways that you could frame a trade. It's not because I trade that way that it's necessarily the right way. It's the right way for me, which works very well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I would say, like the CPI highs and lows, how many people today thought that this high was going to be taken out? How many people thought that this high was going to get taken out? A lot. But for me, you see, like, the difference between me and the people that will trade to predict is I would have waited for that hourly bar to close strongly pointing towards that high to know that we have more chances of sweeping this high than the low of that bar. You know? So like this high would become low hanging fruit, because if you had truly a bullish bar printing from the reaction of that gap pointing towards that high, and if this was a 1 minute chart, would you buy or sell the next bar? You would buy, absolutely. But would you buy or sell this candle? I would sell, you know? So that's the difference. But like everything that happens within this is chop. So it's noise. But that's pretty much it. So like those levels, they're subjective until I see the buyer stepping in and the structure that gives me confidence of predicting one bar on the chart. You know? What's my bias on the day? I went over it. It's bullish. I would want to see that daily high being taken out, because we still close strong above the opening price, rejecting the daily low. In my opinion, we have more chances of seeing the daily high within the overnight session than the daily low, or depending if we crash during the Asia session, maybe it's going to be taken out. Maybe basically the profiles that you need to look at is like, when you see a daily candle and you have a bullish bias, then multiple things can happen. Asia could chop, accumulate, not take out that high, or not do anything, or not distribute. London can pull out, basically put the low of the day, and then once we open during New York session, we're very close to that Asia high. We're going to see aggression, use Asia high as stops in order to run above the daily high, and potentially also just keep printing above that daily candle's opening price to wipe out 94 and even 300, maybe. But here, it all starts with, where do you think the next candle would go if you were looking at a 1 minute chart? For me, it's bullish. I'm not seeing anything else than bullish on the daily. Yeah, pretty much it. Can you check ES as well? Yeah, I'll check ES for sure. It's mostly the same chart. They're correlated assets, so I would be very surprised if it's not the exact same PA. It's very close, definitely very close. You see here ES, and we have NQ. It's quite literally sitting at the same exact place with the same exact structure, having the CPI high here also at 614, and here it's at 922. It's pretty much the same structure. So I have the same bias. It's the same daily bar. You see that daily bar? It's the same on ES. If you saw this on the 1 minute chart, would you buy or sell the next candle? Pretty clear to me. I would buy. If that candle can flip aggressively above 810, even potentially engulf 63, those highs are going to be taken out within the Asia session, in my opinion. Let me see here the comments. Somehow I'm not convinced with longs, constant aggression from both US and Iran. It's just too much risk to long. We don't know. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, that's a good point, Scott, that you just that you have right there, which is which gives a lot of importance to scalping in general. When the market is very uncertain and is driven by headlines, then mostly you don't want to be trading those daily candles, because it could go both ways, really. Like a news drop or they decide to strike or they decide to do something, you're cooked. You're most likely your technical won't really affect anything. When you can still use it in your advantage to predict that a big move is going to happen, so you can locate yourself in high risk reward scenarios. But I would say, like, in those moments, the daily, like, I don't really pay too much attention to the daily like that, like you would think. um I pay way more attention to those lower time frames, because if I'm going to take a trade and hold it for 15 minutes, then the daily chart don't truly have any importance at all regarding that 15-minute trade. It would be like having, let's say, trading, like scalping with it having a daily bias doesn't truly make sense, because the timing of those time frames are absolutely not aligned. Personally, I think we will take those lows before turning up higher. Thanks for answering and sorry for spamming. You're good. Don't worry, brother. You want to know what is really subjective? Fibs. I disagree. I disagree. I think they're very objective levels if you have a super specific framework and rules to know where to draw your fibs. If you know exactly where to draw your fibs, like most people will draw their fibs from the high to the low of ranges that they're gonna see. Let's say here, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna draw the fib from the low to the high of that candle, and I'm gonna wait for a retracement to 50% because we're still not at equilibrium, and then right here is gonna be the moment where I'm gonna try to take a long back towards that high. How, like, I don't get how you can trade that way. That is so, like, why are you bullish in the first place? Are you bullish because we're pulling back to 50% of the last leg, which in my opinion don't truly make sense. It's not a good enough framework to predict. Um, it's I don't know. For me, it isn't. But if I know, let's say I'll give you an example. Um, if you pull out your fib always in areas where you expect something to happen, um, I mean, it's hard to say because I have a very specific way of putting my fibs, but I'm saying basically that if you know exactly from which high and low you should put your fib, it gives you a very good perspective of where you should put your stop loss, and you know which highs and lows are protected. That's pretty much it. I think that's my approach, but this is true though that if you just use the fibs, like, oh, I'm waiting for 61.8 or 62% to get tapped into of like any swing highs and lows, then it really starts to not make any sense. That's facts. I agree. For me, it's not subjective, but depending on the approach that you're using. How long are your trades on average? They're about it really depends. It really depends on the strategy I'm using. Because I have multiple plays in my playbook, but I have strategies where I'll hold my trades for 2 minutes. I have strategies where I'll hold my trades for 5 to 10, and some may be 20. But it's all depending on which time frame I'm using to predict. If I'm trying to predict an hourly bar, then I'm going to use the 5 minute for my entry. So it will require multiple 5 minute candles in order to print on my side. So like maybe 20 minutes. But if it's like a 15-minute play with a 1 minute structure entry, then it's going to be different. It's going to be like 2 to 5 minutes, maybe. This is the point. Everybody has their system. It's like dieting. The right diet is the one that works for you. Yeah. Also, I can see also your name, GC Health Fitness. No, you're tough. I agree, though. I agree. That's true. So true. Can you use a football match analogy to describe day trading? Hmm. Damn. All right. Um, I think the stream lags a little bit. I don't know if it's me, or I think I did lag a little bit. Oh yeah. All right. Perfect. Okay. 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 Let's use a football match analogy to describe day trading. I can do that. I can do that, but let me think because I never did it. I would be able to use boxing as an analogy because I always refer to that, and I think it's way closer. Like individual sports are way closer um, to day trading than sports that require, a team or multiple teammates. Because a solo game is a solo game at the end. There's a lot of things that you know go into your mind. So let's say we use football, so soccer, as an analogy. How I view things is most of the time you should wait. Okay. And waiting, as an analogy, is just doing the basics, which is passing the ball to your teammate, because you can't just bring up the ball all the way to the other half. You're either gonna burn your energy, or someone's gonna tackle you easily and take the ball away from you. Okay, so most of the day you wait. You pass the ball. You do the easy thing, which is waiting. Which sometimes it's the hardest thing for some people, but you wait until the ball comes to you, and you are. I'll draw this. That would be easier. Okay. All right. Okay. So you just pass the ball the whole time. So let's say you are here and you're a day trader. Okay. You're right there. So you pass the ball to your teammate until you receive the ball here. Okay. You receive the ball here. Um, right there, multiple things can happen. You can either shoot the ball, pass to your teammate that can also make the shot, or you could play with your teammate right here. He's going to give you the ball again, so you shoot. So here, it's not because you're in front of the goal that you necessarily need to shoot and score. Okay. You need to wait for confirmations. Okay. I would say high risk to reward traders. I'm referring to doing things that are more dangerous, but with a higher um, a higher return. Meaning that if you play from here all the way to your teammate there, it might not go through, like, I would say 70% of the time the defender will catch it with his head. But the one time it goes in and you have the ball, it's most likely a goal. So that's high risk reward. Low risk reward would be passing the ball, passing the ball, passing the ball, and then once you're here, you do the base hit. Okay, easy trade. We do have the guest. All right. I should do the analogy with boxing, because boxing is so much easier, but it was hard, but it was a good thinking. Okay, so we have my brother Rohit that is joining us today. How are you doing, my brother? You're live, Rohit. Do you hear me? I think he doesn't hear me. All right. Maybe he needs to rejoin. The easiest analogy, okay, with sports would be boxing, because soccer is too hard. I said it in the podcast, but let's say in boxing, it's exactly like a trading year. There's 12 rounds, and in a trading year, there's 12 months. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you lose 1 or 2 months, that you need to throw the towel and stop trading, or stop doing what you practiced for. In a boxing match, you will face an opponent that is very skilled, and sometimes will catch you off guard with things that you didn't necessarily prepare for. He's gonna be in front of you, and he will most likely be doing, I don't know, let's say he jabs from his right instead of his left. Okay, and then you're like, damn, I can't really do anything against that. So you're losing, you're getting punched, okay? Which is exactly the same thing as the market. Sometimes the market will be very unpredictable and you will need to adapt. So switch few things. Lower your risk, or wait for deeper entries, deeper pullbacks. A lot of things that you can do to adapt and make sure that you don't get caught by not adapting to the market. And yeah, I would say like that's pretty much the whole analogy with boxing. Adaptation, 12 rounds, solo game, hard on the psychology. Okay, so here, guys, we're currently at 200 likes. So 197. At 300 likes, I'm doing 150K select account giveaway. So make sure to like the stream. What's the goal? 300 is the first like goal. Sub G, how much did you print today? I made 1,200 on 500K lightning funded accounts. So I'm up 4,200. I need 1,800 to request a 12.5K payout. And I think that 12.5K payout will put me in a situation where I might be at 6 figures with Tradeify only. It might. What's up? What's up? So currently on the chart, we have this hourly candle printing. I have a bullish bias because of how that daily closed. We swept the previous daily low, closed back very strongly within the range. CPI was also bullish. We are creating bullish structure on the hourly, supporting my the daily candle. So here, what I'd be looking for is if that hourly bar can close bullish, pointing towards 78. And if we can see this, then this high will become a low hanging fruit high, same as this one, same as this one. So I will try to find an entry using my power of 3 to scalp those highs. I definitely would want to see us close above the high, so above 38, and maybe even like a 54. So then those highs would literally be a free trade. So yeah, definitely still need to wait. A lot of things can happen. So let's wait for the hourly bar to close. About to go down. It could, but that would be a prediction. I don't know. I don't know what supports that thesis. If you tell me, let me know. I would want to know, why would you short right now on something that has more substance than just we broke structure on the 5 minute? Because how many times are you going to break structure to the downside, not necessarily going down, or you having the worst timing ever? If you can give me a very good answer to that supports why you're bullish or bearish, let's say bearish in this point, because I already have a framework supporting my bullish bias, let me know. Do you like London session? I stay up late for London session. I like London session. I think it's a very good session to trade, especially with the way that I frame my trades. But unfortunately, I sleep at that time. So, I would say the London session is like London session gives me trades that are as smooth as the New York session, but on one time frame above. Because not much is happening on, let's say, the 15-minute. Not much. Can you show me how to set up trade buy and stop loss when you enter a long or a short? So you right click. If you want to put a buy limit, you right click below price. I don't hear him. I think I would have to leave. I would let. Oh yeah? Colin, do you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I think I would need to leave and come back. You want me to do that? All right. So basically, what you do to put a limit and a stop, you right click below price, you can put your buy limit, and then you can drag the stop loss, drag the take profit, and have your trade like this. That's simple as that. That's what I do every time. All right. In soccer, your team has a strategy. You have a role to play. Let's say midfielder. You have to analyze your opponent trying to find a pass that will lead to a goal. A mistake is bad for all. Strategy part is good, and like the fact that you have a role. I don't know. It's a hard analogy. It's hard. But it's definitely a very good thing that I can think about tonight. How I can come up with a better response. But I think the only response that you can truly do is like there's two types of traders, two types of players. Some that will take more risks and let's say either push the ball very far from where you currently are, which has a lot of chances of being intercepted. But if it goes through once, then you make the goal. So that would be like higher risk to our traders, people that have that view of okay, even if it's gonna miss multiple times, I need to be right once and I'm good. You know, when the base hit one would wait for the right moment, perfect moment to be in front of the goalie and shoot and just pass the whole way. Base hit, jab. What subscription of TradingView do you recommend? You don't even need a TradingView subscription. You just need a Tradeify account. If you have a Tradeify account and you connect to the Tradeify account, you're good. You don't even need a TradingView anything, really. London is great. I like trading late Asia into London. Last night gave me 2K trade. Nice. Congrats, Market Maker Mario. That's such a cool name. No, lately London's consolidation, mostly in Asia, had better and larger moves than London. That might be the case for sure. That might be the case. How often do you manage your trade once you're in it, like adding or moving stops? That's a good question. Moving stops. Let's say like I'm in a trade that looks like this. I have a lot of trades that look like this. And I'll be in trying to target that most recent high. If we hit the entry right here, and we get very close to the high, like one or two handles, I will not let it come back to me and stop me out. That is not going to happen. So my stop loss will be a break even if we get very close to the high that we are in, especially if the next bar that comes back is very aggressive. Usually it's gonna pull back very deep and it's gonna cook me. So that would be one. Um, Number two, I have a very specific way of yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. So we have a guest today, which is Rohit. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. It's been a long
How's
time,
your
man.
almost a month? Yeah. How's your
And
day?
it was good. What about you?
How much dollar you printed?
Sorry.
How many dollars you printed?
I made 1,200 on 5 accounts, so like almost 6K. What about you?
Yeah, I just traded evals today. So I'm finally max funded with select 150k accounts. Unfortunately, I breached one account after getting funded, but in one account I locked the payout, and one account was previously funded, so received the payout yesterday only out of that account. So yeah, next goal is to hit the max payout from those five 150k account.
Damn.
That's
That's cool.
2000.
Okay. Same strategy on gold still.
Yeah, exact same strategy on the gold. Yeah,
Okay, nice. Are you thinking about taking a trade tonight with us?
yeah, sure. I have
Do you
like
have your
a
Do you have your screen up?
yeah. I'll just share the screen.
Yeah, just to finish the thing that I was saying. Um, Also, I'll put my stop loss. Let's say I enter here. Okay, if let's say I entered right there and my take profit is here and my stop loss is there, if it digs deeper within my stop loss area without touching it and it starts pushing back up very aggressively and we're here, now my stop loss is going to be put into the most recent low because the timing between where I entered, when I enter, and my take profit is very important. Usually, I don't want it to spend too much time you know, consolidating between my entry and my take profit. I want to be right quick and wrong quick. So that's to respond to your question.
Which accounts are you trading
So,
right now? Select or growth?
no, I'm trading a Lightning account. So I had my
Okay.
last set. I had a last set of 150K Lightning funded accounts.
Okay.
I was up 6K
Mm-hmm.
and got wiped out by the Trump candle.
Okay.
Um,
I
yeah,
this is something that last time that I was trading Lightning funded account, a set of five accounts, and I
yeah.
purchased three times. So every set cost anywhere around $2,500. I lost almost $7,500. Then for a time being, I shifted to select accounts so that I can recover my money back and come. So yeah, already have made like 45 from one account. The next goal is to 200, but 25,000, the amount which I get 22,500 after the split. So will get my every single penny back. Plus, I will then.
Okay, so you prefer the selects more than the lightning. That's what you're saying.
Initially, initially I was trading Lightning accounts only, but there was a tilt, and because
Okay,
of
you
that,
tilted and you blew through multiple sets.
yeah,
Yeah, damn.
then because there is no consistency in the funded, so I can
Yeah,
like risk, try to make more, and then secure a payout.
I like that. I'm currently trading 100K lightning funded accounts because
Okay.
in my opinion, it's pretty easy to get a payout in terms of like a ratio from your drawdown and the profit target. So you have a 4K drawdown with a 6K profit target without passing an eval. So I mean,
Ah,
it can't
okay.
really get easier than this in terms of also like how much you're getting. You're getting 2.5K per accounts, which is a
Mhm.
12.5K payout. That's huge. Of course,
Yeah.
it's not it's not like the max payout that you can get with the selects, but you're still not passing the eval. So, I mean, I love those two accounts, the selects. I love the lightning, and I made quite a few payouts with the selects. It's
Okay.
just when I'm trading lightning funded accounts, I have also the fact of like I can't get past that amount of money today, so I don't overtrade or I don't over leverage. Usually, like when I have the selects and I'm I'm past the buffer, oh my god, I'm just thinking about that max payout. So I just want to risk that 4.5 and you know.
Got it. So, I was trading 150K account. I haven't checked. Like, you must have seen this thing that with like majority of the prop from 50K and 150K account is something which makes sense. 100K account is like always the type of account which doesn't have a good profit to drawdown ratio based on the price which the.
Yeah.
But I wasn't aware about this fact that with the 100K lightning account we're getting like 4,000 drawdown.
Yeah, I always thought it was 3, but it's 4.
Oh.
So like that makes the whole difference, for sure.
Okay, I wasn't aware about this thing. That's why I was trading with 150K. But after taking like payout from select account, we'll definitely shift to 100K lightning.
What do you say? Sorry.
After taking like payout from these select accounts,
Yeah.
we'll again shift accounts. We'll trade
Okay.
4,000 thousand target is like a pretty easy thing to achieve.
Yeah. But like you said, you're gonna trade 150K lightning.
No, I was already trading 150K lightning.
Okay, you're gonna trade select.
No, I as of now I'm trading select 150K.
Okay.
Once I start some payout from these select accounts, I will again move back to lightning
To
accounts.
lightning. Okay, that's exactly what I said. Okay, and yeah, but now the drawdown changed. The drawdown changed from 6K to 5.2, which is slightly harder than before.
Yeah, that's why I'll shift to 100K account this time with the 4,000 drawdown.
Yeah, that's the 100K is easier. It's a little bit easier.
More sense to go with the 100K this time.
Yeah, maybe you should check it out because I think it's definitely the easiest to get the payout on. Let's check the chat here. You are a 1R trader, right? We are both 1R traders.
Yeah.
Or even sometimes I'm less than a 1R trader. What about you? Are you sometimes less than a 1R trader?
Sometime I like go to 0.75 as well.
Mm.
Sometime I like if I trade CFD in CFD problem, especially when I am trying to pass the accounts, then only I aim to hit like 1:2, 1:3. Like yesterday only I shared few trades where I kept it 1:4 in order to just pass the account. But
Okay.
with especially when I get matter if it's a CFD or a futures, I will go with always 1:1.
Cool. Can you
Yeah.
show us what you see currently on gold? I know there's so many people that are waiting for your analysis and
Uh,
oh yeah, I think we see it now. No.
it's visible now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to reset it. Just a second.
Yeah, Rohit. I think also your I don't know if it's your mic or like your AirPods, but sometimes your voice cuts and we don't hear you.
So should I like remove this and continue with my audio?
Yeah, I think you should go with your Mac audio because it cuts a little bit too often.
Okay, just Let me just remove this.
Amos, do you still have your live account with Tradeify? No, I don't. Basically, what happened, was able to request 8 daily payouts. So it was a very good run, about 13,700 in total payouts with the live accounts. And I didn't build a buffer, meaning that every time I could request a payout, I was requesting it. So I had lower and lower drawdown every time. And at a certain point, I had like a 3 or 4 trades back to back losing streak, and I had like maybe like $1,000 per accounts left of drawdown, which ended up killing my account, unfortunately. So definitely did a very good run, but it's kind of it was my decision to take those payouts continuously, knowing that it was basically not past the threshold. So definitely next time, I will be very cautious of that.
So
You're
is
not
my
getting...
screen visible now? No, the connection is fine from my end.
It's all good. I think it did the same thing last time too with your screen.
Yeah. Like last time it was working, but the first time when I joined,
Yeah.
there was this issue.
Someone type, "Yo, is that a Moss brother?" No, it's not my brother. He's my brother, but from another mother.
I guess it will be visible now.
We're gonna wait for Rohit's trying to share his screen right now.
Is it visible now?
But don't you have to wait 5 days for a payout? You're not getting a payout less than every 5 days anyways.
I'm okay to wait for payout for like 1 month also if I'm sure that I'm gonna get the payout. There is no issue in waiting for the payout.
Yeah.
People don't have patience. That's why they lose the money.
I see this so many, like so much right now. Like once people get funded, they're like, okay, in 5 days, I'm going to request my payout. I'm like, are you sure that in 5 days you're really going to request your payout? Because like, that's not an easy task.
Yeah,
5 days. Because if usually,
those 5 profitable days of $150, that's $150 only is the real struggle, which only a future trader will know
yeah, I mean,
how stressful it is.
usually when you have that mindset of like, okay, in the next 5 days, I'm going to win and I'm going to be able to request my payout, then usually it goes bad once you lose. You know, that's already the wrong mindset to have. So, I mean, the consistency rule for me doesn't really affect me. Even if you take more trades in a day, let's say you take 2 trades in a day, like you can easily play those 2 trades and play with that first win. and try to be close, the closest to that 20% consistency. Let's say you have 100K Lightning funded account. Let's say, for example, the maximum you can do is $1,200 in a day. Let's say to not get past that 20% consistency rule. But $1,200, if you know that if you risk this on one singular trade and you lose it, you're gonna tilt, then take 2 trades of 600, and maybe you will not tilt. So, but like 1,200 is plenty. It's plenty made in a day, especially on 5 accounts.
Sure. By the time, let me just connect my Mac because the charging is going to turn off. Just a second.
All right. So first hourly bar closed back with, of course, it did close bearish, but did not truly break below 68. So not a candle that I can truly predict where the next one would go. The next hourly distribution is very hard to read here. I would say on the daily I'm bullish. We opened up lower on a bullish day. If we can aggressively close above 11 right there, I would be very tempted to long from 8 to 9 p.m. So again, a day where the 6 p.m. candle is not giving us much direction. It's only an accumulation phase. So let's wait. So we already reached the first light goal though, which is 300. We might be doing something crazier tonight because Rohit is there. What do you think?
Sure, for sure.
Nice.
It's working now?
Okay,
Like
perfect. Now
both
we
the
can see your
screens are
screen.
working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as of now, I'll just wait for gold to come bit down. Then I look for a buy side trade only because there was a big CPI candle, and after that the gold goes sideways, then comes down to this level. So I'm waiting for it to come down, and then I'll look for a buy side trade. And it already comes down to this level. Then with this CPI candle, the gap has been filled. The opening gap which was there, it has been filled. So yeah, this was the Monday gap. So just waiting for it to come down, then look for a buy side trade on this account.
So that's using 5-minute structure only or hourly also?
No. So all these levels I have marked on a 1 hour time frame. Like if I show you, these levels were marked on a 1 hour time frame, all these levels. And to go on a 5 minute, 15-minute time frame, I've like bit modified these level, and just waiting for the price to come down to this level, and then I look for a buy side trade. I can take a trade on both like 15-minute and 5-minute time frame because I'm not looking for the candle confirmation that I'll get some candle formation, then only I enter into the trade. So with this one particular trade, I don't have to go down to like 1 minute time frame and all to just have a proper look at the candle. That if like I'm looking for a bullish candle formation here, then only I look for a buy side trade. If the price comes to this level, because these levels I've already marked, if the price come to this level, I just enter into a buy side trade, because like I've shared this previously as well. If the price comes to my level, I enter into a trade. If in case I lost the trade, then I look for the second best thing, which is that let's say the price comes here, I enter into a trade and it takes my SL. Then I look for then I looked at whether this was a liquidity which was taken by gold, and now the gold is going up, or the gold will continue its sell side move. If it is going to continue sell side move, then for the second trade I will not go for a buy side trade. I will look for a structure formation to go for a sell side trade. But if it was a liquidity, then once gold comes down, takes liquidity, then here I look for a proper higher high, higher low formation before I enter into a buy side trade. Before
Okay.
I enter into a second buy side trade. So yeah, as of now, it will be like the levels are marked on 1 hour. This is 15 minute. I'll enter here. If in case the gold goes down, took my SL, then I'll go to 5 minute time frame. Look whether the price will going to continue down, forming lower low, lower high, or it just take the liquidity and again comes to this zone, start forming higher high and higher low. So then the second trade will be based on that, but the first trade I'm going to take here when the price hits this level. So like as I previously shared as well, the first trade which I take is not on the any candle formation or anything. The price comes to level, I enter into the trade, and if it hits my SL, then I look for, then I go to a smaller time frame, look for a pet formation, market structure, proper formation, higher high or higher low, to enter into another trade.
Okay. And do you have a specific way of marking out your levels? Like, is it from the body? Like, how do you find your levels that you
Yeah,
marked out?
there's no specific way. I I have seen the videos where people are marking it from either body to body or from wick to wick, but I tried to do so, but that's something which I found that is something which is not working. So I just look for the multiple tabs at a particular level, and then I just mark the zones so that I don't have to look for a proper body to body single line or wick to wick single line. So these levels which I have marked as well here, as you can see, uh, this is the support level which I have marked. This is the resistance level which I marked. I yesterday did this come to my level. I enter into the trade without looking for any candle formation, giving enough room for myself to breathe. And here in this one, I kept it 1:4, passed one account of CFD. Usually I don't go for 1:4, but whenever I have to pass the account, I do something. I do it sometimes, but yeah, just entered here at the support level, try to capture the full move, and the TP was at the next resistance level. And if I go on a 4 hour time frame, which I usually don't go, these levels are marked from body to body, like this, if you can see.
Yeah.
And this is what I guess ICT SMC traders see as well, that this is a fair value gap, if I am not wrong. This is what fair value gap is, right? Because I haven't gone through all those
Yeah.
concepts. So is it is
Exactly.
it a fair value gap?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
uh that's what I have seen. That's also was a reason of going for this trade. So on a 4 hour, this was the level which I marked. On 1 hour, it was showing this. Then on 15-minute time frame, uh I've seen this thing that the price has come to this level during NY session on Monday. Move here for quite a long time. Then yesterday during Asian session open, I placed this trade and it hits the TP. Now I've give enough room for my trade to breathe. It's a 80 pip SL and almost a 350 pip target. So if in case it goes down, which could be a possible scenario, because if you see the gold was continuously falling down, if in case it goes down, then for the second trade, I was about to go and look for either a proper lower low lower high formation, and if it goes down, take liquidity and again comes back to this zone, then I will go on a smaller time frame like 5 minutes and start looking for a higher high and higher low formation. Higher high and higher low formation. Yeah. So this is something which I'm going to do here as well. It's coming down, so we'll take a trade as soon as it's come down to this level.
Okay.
If it hits my SL, then
Yeah, you're gonna
we'll
look for a market
yeah
structure shift.
yeah
Yeah.
either
Okay.
the continuation of a downtrend with a lower low lower high formation, or we'll see that the market has just taken the liquidity and it will again go up, forming higher high and higher low.
Amazing. Okay. So how many contracts are you gonna answer with?
Yeah, so just need to check that if I'm like going to target this 10.
And like your stop
Alright,
loss would
so
be
I'll
below that low?
yeah,
Okay.
below that low, because it is not making sense to keep it here. Actually, like if I see it properly, it is making sense to put it here, because could be possible that price come to this particular level, but it could be a very big SL for me. So I'll put it here, and we'll aim for 1:1 with the 100 pip target. So I'll enter with the 3 contracts.
Okay.
So the consistency is like 40%. In a 150K, I have to make 3600. So yeah, 3 contracts.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's see. For me, I'm definitely gonna wait for more confirmations of the hourly candle.
So you're trading NQ, right?
Yeah,
I haven't
NQ
seen
only.
NQ chart this week.
Yeah, I'm only trading NQ, and basically the principles behind the way that I trade in general is looking at the higher time frame candles, exactly like if it was a 1 minute chart, and try to predict the direction of the next one. So let's say like here, I'll give you like the easiest example. When this candle closed right there, with this
This is a 1 minute time frame.
this is an hourly. Okay, so I look
Okay,
at the
okay.
hourly, I look at the structure, look at the closures, look at the timing, and then I will only locate myself as being either a buyer or a seller depending on my bias. So let's say here, I was bullish and I took along and was able to grab a piece of the pie back to the upside. Let's say right there, I would predict that the next candle has more chances of seeing downside, so being bearish than bullish. Okay, so it went down, but ended up closing back bullish. So here, once this one closes, of course, this is a pretty big chop, but this is pretty much how I do things. That I would basically predict that it's bullish. Next one, same thing. You see when we are range bound, you see some good moves, but then price ends up closing back within the range. So here I would be basically predicting that the next bar would print to the downside and close bearish. So within that whole hour, I will locate myself as a seller trying to catch a piece of the pie here. And if I look at this bar, let's say the closure of it, it closed bearish plus it wicked 67. So the previous candle's low. At this point, it's very hard to predict where the next candle would go. It could go up here, hold, and then need some more downside. It's pretty much a no touch for me. If we do close very strong on the next one, break above 11 and have those highs above me, which is exactly the same direction as my daily bias. My daily is bullish. We closed bullish on the previous bar. I would expect the next thing to happen, the same thing to happen on the daily. I'm expecting that the next bar on the daily would be bullish. So then I align it with my hourly to point basically on the same side and then take the trades back here. towards that daily high. So if that candle, the 7 p.m. hourly candle, can push up, close bullish very aggressively, then I would expect the next one to actually print in the same direction. So I'd locate myself as a buyer and look for those sellers to get trapped within the price action. So I'm gonna stay patient. I can't really answer here. Of course, like I would say the previous range, the previous hourly candle was 60 points. So still not a lot of volume. Yesterday we had a lot of volume at 8 p.m. a little bit before 8 p.m. actually. Let me show you what happened. Yeah, here you can see like price moved for like 200 handles in an hour and a half. Not even just an hour. In an hour, an hourly bar was 200 handles. So it was some very, very clean action at the end. I was able to catch a scalp from 401 all the way to 51. So really, really good trade that I took yesterday. So let's see how that candle closes, if I can predict the next one. If not, I'll stay patient and I'll wait for 8 p.m. to open to give me a scalp. That's pretty much the play. So we're currently at 342 likes. Let's do
So
the next.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like you're doing this live and you'll be in the front of screen for quite a long time because you have to sit live. So how you control yourself? Because this is like what I guess every single person want to know as well. You're in front
Yeah.
of screen. How you're controlling yourself from taking trades?
I mean, I think controlling yourself is not really about discipline. It's more about the level of preparation you have before. So let's say, like, I think in general, a lot of people blame their issues regarding psychology, when in reality, I think a lot of the issues could get fixed if you truly know what you're looking for every single day, and you have hard rules that you have extreme confidence in. So for me, I have an extreme level of confidence with my strategy and my ability to frame a bias. Okay, to know the direction of the next hour, the next 15. I have a very good way of understanding that. So
Okay.
with that confidence, I am able to know that if I take something that derives from that, I'm gonna lose, or I'm gonna put myself in a situation where I will be like very emotional in the trade. So I would say the level of patience that I have is definitely due to preparation and how much confidence do I have in my ability to win a trade. So and also know the difference between an A plus setup and also like let's say a B minus or C plus setup. So until I have the confidence that the next hour will distribute to the upside, or the next 15-minute will distribute to the upside because of the structure, because of the timing, I will not act on it. And I think, tell me what you think about it. But yeah, I think
But
being over
there
prepared,
must
yes.
be days where you will be tilted and you'll be like over trading, over leveraging, doing all these things. There must be like the frequency must have decreased now, which obviously decreases with time. But what exactly is your frequency? Like how often you tilted? Like is it once or
How
twice a
often do I
month?
tilt? Um, right, it still happens to me sometimes, and I would say like it's more about expectations that are not met. Let's say like uh, the periods where I would tilt the most is like after requesting back-to-back payouts.
Okay.
If I'm in a big win streak, then I kind of lost the feeling. I forgot the feeling about I forgot the feeling of losing, basically. And I get used to winning so much. So then once I lose, I'm like, oh, I'm not making any progress towards the next day, or my account balance is not growing. I need to make back the loss that I made, that I currently had. So I would say after big winning streaks, sorry, I would be tilting. So It happens here and there, maybe once every 4 months, 5 months, maybe. I don't
Oh,
truly tilt.
once every 4 or 5 months.
I don't truly tilt like that. Um, I don't
Okay.
truly tilt. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, like sometimes it can happen, multiple times in a week, and then I'll stop. But I feel like I'm past a certain point where tilting is more of if I'm tilting,
Mm-hmm.
it might definitely be because of something that is happening outside of the chart that
Okay.
at this current stage I am in. I wouldn't say
Mm-hmm.
tilting is based on like me winning or losing the trade. It's more about what's happening outside. If something is making me tilt outside of the chart, then I might do something. It might be the best thing to just step away from the charts. But those were very good questions. What about you?
Yeah, so my frequency has obviously decreased. But yeah, like majority of the time when I tilt, it's because I'm managing like multiple accounts. Now I know this is the mistake which I'm making, which I'm trying to correct. That I don't have to like trade 10 prop firms at a time. I can only like focus on two or three and make enough money out of those two and three if I not focus on 10. So a lot of time this happen that I try to manage a lot of prop firms. I try to go and hit the next biggest payout, and that's when majority of the time that's when I tilt. So if I'm like doing like trading normally focusing on other stuffs as well, focusing on content, focusing on
Hmm.
traveling, focusing on gym, then the trading goes very well. But when
Yeah.
I'm like, now it's time to hit another 100K in a single month, or another 50K in a single week, that's exactly when I tilted. Because for that I need multiple pro firm, because it is not possible to take like 100K from a single account or a single pro firm. Then exactly when it happens, then I tilt. So
Oh my
yeah,
God. Do
it
you see the candle
happens.
right
But
now? Look at the candle on
in
the
gold.
chart. No, on NQ. Holy shit. What's happening? What kind of
Yeah,
news
gold
is
is all.
this?
Okay, so I have a few level marked in NQ, the previous one, and it's following that as well.
Damn. Sorry I caught you off, brother, but yeah, I mean, I get it also, like the frequency thing, like when your frequency of trades decrease, but you still
Mm-hmm.
have the expectations of like making money and consistently requesting payouts. That will like force you, I would say, to either over leverage or take unnecessary trades.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly happened because in order to do so, I keep on purchasing accounts as well. And when I track all my expenses through my cards, I'm like, bro, what the heck I just did? I tried
I
to
mean,
make 100K, but I invested quite a lot. So it's time to like cool down a bit and then start again.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's better to have the expectations very low. That's always what
Mhm.
I say. I never put myself like a goal, and I don't have a goal in mind of requesting payouts or making that amount of money per month. Sometimes there's gonna be months where I don't make too much, but there's gonna be months where the market will meet with my strategy and I'll make a pretty good amount. I know it will happen, so knowing that it will happen eventually just keeps me grounded. But I think that's all due to you having extreme confidence in your system and the ability to truly make money in this market. Someone asked me, how are you going to play it? How are you going to play this scenario currently?
So
I mean,
I'm like
um,
planning to go for a short because what I've seen here is that there is this level as well, and there was this CPI candle. So it could be the possible thing that gold will break this level, and this is what fair value gap, right? and fill this fair value gap. So trying to look for a short because the price hasn't come to this level. So I think going for a short, keeping my SL above this again with the same three contracts, trying to capture almost like uh, this much move, and I will complete my 40% consistency as well. So uh, yeah, we'll enter into a short side trade here, and we'll see how it performs.
Okay. So how I'm gonna play it, it's really depending on the closure. Really, like currently, we're seeing price displacing very aggressively, but like there's 30 minutes left for that bar to close. It could look very different. We could wick and close all the way back to 806, which would not give me the same projection as if that candle closes in that way. If it closes in that
Yeah.
way, let's say like, and you were looking at a 1 minute chart, it would be easy
Yeah.
for you to predict that price would get drawn into 97, which is that internal high. So like for me, um, like I would say there's so many levels that we could bounce from above and can make that candle like fluctuate back down very aggressively. So I will say generally the daily high is my target. If we can close above 78 very strongly, I will then remain bullish from 8 to 9 p.m. to see that distribution back towards that daily high. It would be perfect for me, and we're seeing some good aggression above that daily open. Hopefully, you can see that framework playing in real time, and you see like sometimes I will want to enter aggressively right at the market open, predicting that that daily high is going to be taken out. But we were kind of far, I would say, and sitting in a range where we could have opened up lower pretty aggressively. So it's better for me to stay away from trades now and wait for the full on confirmation that this bar is going to close strong.
Okay.
Let's see
I place the
the
limit order and let's see how it performs.
wait. So you're going to answer? You're in now.
Not now, but hopefully in like next 10 seconds.
Okay. So you're going to be in shorts on
Yeah, in shorts,
gold.
this because this is what I have seen. This was a CPI candle, and this is still pending. So I'm thinking that this will break it. This support comes down to this one. So if I entered here, keep my SL of almost 100 pip with three lots, I lose 3,000, and I make 3,600, which is what I need to make in order to complete my 40% consistency.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let us know when you're in the
And
trade.
yeah, I know I don't look for the candle because candle confirmation, because on a 15-minute time frame this candle has been closed green. But what I'm seeing from like last 1 or 1.5 year is that gold can close a big massive green candle, and then you can see a complete reversal move. So I have like completely stopped looking at the candles. I just look at the zones, and I trade based on zones. If
Mm.
only if I lose that first trade, then I look for the structures.
But I like the way that you trade. Actually, I think like the levels and looking for bounces of those, it's very good for low risk reward trading because those like you could easily see a quick spike to the upside or to the downside from such an important level
Ex-
that created a big displacement on the 4 hour chart, on the hourly chart. I would say like the only thing would be like what are you actually doing to mark out those levels? If you know exactly how to mark them out and the ones that have more substance than others, then it's a very good way of trading. But I think like just using it as a lower risk reward tool is definitely a good way. I like it.
yeah, and our goal is to make money. That's it. That's our goal is. So the simple we keep it, the easier it is for us to make money for the longer run. We can keep it obviously, like we can add 20 confluences to it. We can add 20 rules to make it a A plus setup, and then a B plus setup, and then a C plus setup. But the simple we keep it, the easier it will be. It will be for us to follow the same thing for quite a longer time. And a lot of people ask me this question, that bro, what you trade? Like, this is something which I started doing when I came into forex in 2024, and I'm doing the same stuff now as well. It's just that I, after looking for the charts for hours and hours, I finally understand what sort of move the gold will give if there is some news, if Iran again hit some country, if again Trump tweet something, and if there would be a CPI, NFP, I know that it could be a possible move which gold can give, and that's all you need to know that this could be a possible scenario which can happen, and based on that you have to take the trade.
So you're currently in right there.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can win that trade, brother. I'm praying for you.
I'm praying for
last time
myself.
last time you were there, we hit a pretty crazy
Yeah,
trade,
but
remember?
I told you, it goes in my direction. I put my SL to break even, and it took the break even.
Yeah, but
We
you
were into
remember,
sell and NQ cells,
yeah.
and it you were into buys,
Yeah,
and
but
I wasn't.
I was already like deep in profits when you sold, so it was not a. It actually went down. It actually went down right after I took out profits. So like, I think you got out break even. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It goes in the profit. I trailed my SL and
yeah.
exited at break even.
I have to order my food. Um, Asking you, what is your favorite food? Um, like in general. Is it like the food that you guys eat in India? Like, is there any like traditional meal that is your favorite, or like it's more like I don't know, pasta or something like this?
No, there is like, I'm currently 100 plus kg in body weight. So yeah, I like food, and there is no any specific food. There is no specific food which I like the most. I like almost everything. I eat everything. Uh,
What's your
but
number
yeah,
one? Like,
I've, I have a sweet tooth, so I
mm,
like eating sweets. But I'm trying to eliminate that, because it's a very high time that I should stop doing all these things. I was
okay.
like a completely jacked guy, and then I entered into trading, gained a lot of weight. So it's time to stop doing all those things. And I've like made few changes, start drinking diet coke, which is also not a good thing, but at least
It's
until
not
I.
bad. It's not bad. I made some research and
Yeah, I've seen
it's
those studies.
way better
Yeah,
than
it's
normal.
way better. Yeah, plus it kills your sweet cravings, so it's obviously better. Instead of you obviously get a sweet taste, but you're not taking 1,000 2,000 calories.
Yeah, but I heard like the thing that they use. I don't know if it's the same word in French or English, but um, the thing that replicates the sugar in it is like,
Sucralose.
is it not
I
like
guess it was
aspartame
sucralose or
or
something.
something like this?
Uh,
Aspartame. Yeah,
there is
an
something.
artificial low calorie sweetener, about 200 times
Mhm.
sweeter than sugar. Exactly. So like, even if aspartame or like aspartame, I don't know how you guys say it, is like pretty like it's not good for your health, of course, but
Yeah.
you need such a minimal dose to replicate what like 40 grams of sugar would give you. So it's still better. It's still better in general. But I would say like I think the easiest way to get fat is through liquid. Is like is through Coca-Cola or like juice, or it's like such
Yeah.
it's like such dumb calories because it
Mhm.
doesn't like feel you. Um, it's like
Right.
it just just about the taste really. So that's like one
Mhm.
thing that I like doing is only drinking water, and then
Nice.
pretty much I don't water and coffee, and I pretty much eat whatever, you know.
So
That
yeah,
saves me a
yeah.
lot of calories throughout the day.
So like last time you asked me about the sports or whether I play some sports or not. What about you?
I remember your answer. Don't worry. You made me laugh, bro.
So what
Yeah.
about you? You haven't tell what you like to play, like soccer?
Yeah, so I do play soccer. I used to
Mm-hmm.
play it in, more of a like a higher league, I would say, when I was younger. So I played since I was 9 years old, and I stopped around the COVID moment where I gained quite some weight to play American football. Um,
Okay.
uh, I would say like I kind of lost my love for those sports in general because now I know there's nothing at the end really. It's more about just the joy of playing. But
Mm-hmm.
before I was more playing for something at the end, potentially to have a career or potentially just to like it was way more competitive before. So I would say yes, I did play soccer. I played American football for 5 years. So
Oh,
I don't know if you know about it. It's
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
know about that.
I played some basketball for like 4 years. I also did swimming. Um, yeah, did everything really. And I
So
think
you
that
almost did everything.
yeah,
Unlike me.
mostly every sports. And I think like
Mm-hmm.
it's I don't know if you have kids and they're young,
Mm-hmm.
put them in every sport possible, because
Yeah,
most of the
absolutely.
friends that I still talk to are not necessarily the friends that I made through high school or school in general. It would be more through soccer, basketball, and all those guys. They have like similar mindsets related to a lot of things in life, since especially if you are very competitive at a sport,
Mm-hmm.
these people will they will become very very good friends of yours. So yeah, it was a big part of my life, and I would say like I had a pretty big shock when the when COVID hit, because my life before was only sports, and then
Okay.
immediately cut and never truly came back to what it was. So yeah.
But trading NQ is a sport as well.
Yeah.
Have you seen have you
Yeah, it's
seen that
war.
post? Men used to go to war,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
trading NQ and trading gold is nothing but a war.
yeah, it's trading NQ is war, bro. I saw it. I actually made a tweet that went pretty viral, just copying that statement.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but like you said, like the sport in India is cricket, is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Cricket
I
is like quite famous. Not quite famous. It's the most famous sport here. So like every child has a dream of becoming a cricketer and goes and plays for Indian cricket team.
It's basically baseball.
Something like baseball.
It's
Yeah.
close to baseball. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, let's look at the comments right here. Um, comments always make me laugh.
What are people saying?
They're saying that they come up with like scientific things about like the sugar and all the things. I'm like, bro, you definitely did go to like ChatGPT right before saying that statement. No one knows the words you're talking about in the chat. Um, where am I based? I'm based in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very cold
So,
here. Now it's not cold because it's summer, but in the
mhm.
winter it's very cold. So I do play some hockey also. I do play hockey during the winter.
So you have played like almost every single sport.
And
That's the
literally
thing.
every
Like
single sport. Literally.
yeah. So there you have like the option to go enroll yourself in all those sports because it is because you get good coaches and all. But here it is quite tough. That's the reason my next big goal is to like leave from here and shift to maybe Dubai or maybe Bali.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and what spikes your interest from those areas?
Obviously, the safety, security, and the quality of life, plus the food. There are a lot of things I can say. If Indian people are watching this, they will be like mad on me if I say all these things. But yeah, if I eat a good quality of food, my health obviously increases. What I'm getting here is not at all a high quality food, even if it's nothing but a fruit, let's say a banana, or let's say an apple. So everything would be like better
Okay.
security, better quality of life, better medical services, better infrastructure.
Yeah.
So I drive car here. There are a lot of holes on the road. At least I
Hmm.
won't face all those issues in Dubai.
Yeah, we have the same problem here also, where you
Okay,
can't like
that's there in Canada as well.
yeah, oh my God. Where I'm from, wow. Cannot even drive, I'm telling you. It's like
Okay,
holes everywhere. Actually
oh,
everywhere. It's so crazy that now it's like there's like private companies doing that for the instead of the government doing it, which is crazy.
okay.
Uh,
We thought we are having potholes here only, but that's there in Canada as well.
yeah, 100%. It is. I mean, in Canada, I would say like the people are great. I love the people here, and I love like the vibe. Um, the only thing is like the winter. That's really my only problem. Like the winter here is so brutal. Like there's no light for
Mhm.
literally 6 months. No light, and you barely you cannot even go for a walk. It's too cold. Um,
Okay,
so I mean, 6 months out of the year, it's amazing, and another 6 months, it's like if you don't like winter like that, then you don't really have to do. You don't have. You don't have to stay here.
Mhm. Some
Yeah,
strange facts about Canada. I haven't knew all these things.
yeah. I mean, Canada's pretty similar to the U.S., but I would say way less people. U.S.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people.
Okay.
How cold does it get in Canada? We speak in Celsius. You guys speak in Fahrenheit, so I don't really know. Like I guess once it's below zero, it's still still zero for you guys too. But
Yeah,
um,
does it goes to negative?
yeah, it's negative. It's I would say like last winter was very cold. Man,
Mhm.
most days it was like minus 10. That's minus 10 would be bare minimum. Some days minus 25, minus 20, minus
Mhm.
15. It's cold. It's cold. You need to invest into a very very um, expensive winter coat because you're not gonna make it alive here.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. What do you think of this trade? It's like it's moving here only from last 20 minutes.
From of your trade basically.
Yeah, I'm in a sell side trade, right?
Yeah, you're in a sale.
It's
Let me see.
moving.
Let me see what I read from like the current trade that you're in, and if I can anticipate something to happen from it. So like you're in gold shorts.
Yeah, I'm in gold
Um,
shorts.
you're in gold shorts on
Mhm.
the 5 minute, and your entry is like a 60. Yeah.
Yeah, 60.
Okay. I mean, for me,
Mm-hmm.
there's a gap on the 15 below us. If you can reach that gap and not bounce from it immediately, it
You're
could
talking
be a
about
very
this
good
gap?
sale. Yeah, there's like a 15-minute gap right below us. I don't like how
Yeah.
that last 15-minute bar closed. It closed above it, which engulfed the previous candle.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can have a
You're talking
sharp
about this
move
fair
down,
value gap, right?
yeah, this gap
Yeah.
from
Mm-hmm.
57 all the way to 56. I think we could have a nice move down towards that gap, be attracted to this low volume area. And if we don't see a bounce from here and that 15-minute bar closes through it with a big displacement candle, then I would predict that the next candle also would be bearish from the rejection plus the inverse to then potentially see 49. I would say, but like the the way that you approach things is more prediction than reaction. Like you're predicting a move. You're predicting basically that a key level will make the price bounce instead of waiting for price to react and then
Yeah,
enter a
at least
trade.
for the
Basically,
first trade.
yeah,
Yeah, at least for
exactly.
the first trade, I
Yeah.
do so. But if the first trade goes wrong, then then I look for the structure, and
Hmm.
then uh, I get a proper understanding of the exact thing which is happening.
Yeah.
But uh,
I'm
yeah,
looking
as I
for longs
told you,
right
like
now. I'm
in
looking
gold
for longs on
or
no, no, no,
or in
on
NQ.
NQ. Yeah, I'm looking for longs. Absolutely. I wanna take longs very soon. Chat. What were you gonna say, brother?
Okay.
You were gonna say something. I caught you off.
I was about to say something, but now I forgot that thing.
You forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess that was this thing only that. Just a second. The chart is not loading. I don't know why. But uh, yeah, there was this gap, and even based on if I look at a fair value gap perspective, there is this gap, and if I see from a normal supply demand thing, there was
Hmm.
still a level here which I marked, which is this one. So a very high probability that price comes to this level. Already the price has taken a resistance here. If my chart is open, it is not, but I guess the net is not working. But the price has already falls down, taken a small resistance here, then kept on falling. Then the next, uh, if then the next resistance is this only, because this is the level here. So that's the reason why I enter into a sell side trade here.
Okay.
Let's see how it performs. The target is to like I could have captured the whole move, which is still here at least, but all I need is to make 3600 in this trade, so we'll close it here.
I'm looking to get
Let's see how it
into
goes.
I'm looking to get into a long very soon on NQ also. Um, it's a very hard decision to make now. It could end up being the wrong one on the flip here. I would say we are very aggressive on that push. We are displacing above 78. The only thing is 8 p.m. is going to open, and I know that's going to be a fat candle. I know it. So if we were traced too deep before the open at 8 p.m., this is definitely not the best entry, because if we're here, if we're sitting here and it's 8 p.m., it's most likely just going to sweep us out and then go back up. But if I don't enter here and it pushes up very aggressively, then 8 p.m. is going to open up higher and then wipe out all the objectives above. You see what's basically happening in my mind right now? It's like the timing of the entry is hard. It's hard because this candle is taking a lot of aggression. It's very aggressive to the upside. Um, and I know the APM is a big catalyst, so I need to play my cards right. Maybe the only thing I can do here is being half size. That's basically the only thing I can do to protect myself from taking an unnecessary loss, or like staying alive if we pull back. If we do see a pullback here, you know what? I'll wait. I'll wait, and if nothing happens, I'll just trade the 15. That's what I'll do. I'll wait. But you see now, like once it engulfs all the structure for me, I would never sell ever. I would never sell just based on a sweep of liquidity from that high in the first shift. I would go the absolute opposite way by looking at what are we currently doing, who's currently in control, what are we breaking on that time frame. We're breaking highs, rejecting lows. The daily's bullish, the hourly's bullish, the 15's bullish. I'm looking for those sellers to get squeezed. So let's see. The entry's freaking hard. The entry's hard. Amos, you could be 300 up in minis by now. You're getting confused because your buddy's on sale. He's selling gold.
I'm in gold sell, not an NP
Yeah, he's
sell.
in gold sale, so like it doesn't really have any impact. So like he's sitting pretty much at break even currently when I'm looking for a long. So let's see if I can enter one contract right here on this pullback. I'm going to enter on a pullback here at 81 and potentially add to my position at 63. So if price pulls back very deep, my target will be the 95 high. If it pushes from here, the target will be the daily high. That's how I see it.
So you're waiting till the pullback till 70?
I will enter a long at 81.5.
Okay.
Let's see. Pretty aggressive long for sure,
but yeah, it has a like a good room to go upside.
Yeah, definitely. With the amount of aggression we're seeing currently, like I don't think we will have a problem getting up to the daily high from that APM open. If we do, I'll just take the loss.
So what's your winning streak now in Asian session? Last time it was 100%.
Oh yeah, I'm currently 14-3. So
Okay.
within the last 17 trades, I think last time we talked, I was like 8-0 or 7-0 maybe. Like
Yeah.
I did take some losses, but 14-3 overall within the last 17 trades here.
Okay.
So not
nice.
bad. We're still cooking. We're still cooking.
Yes. And your SL will be?
It's I'm playing it differently because I want to see the initial reaction. So like if we bounce immediately from 81,
I guess it was triggered.
yeah, right now it just got triggered. So I'm in longs currently, but I'm looking to add to my position at 64, depending. So we'll see if we can get the bounce immediately, so then protect myself. If not, then I'll look for an add to this position.
Okay.
Let's see.
So 64, you'll add one more. And
Yeah, potentially, depending if we get the reaction now, it will mostly just be a B. So APM is gonna open. Let's see what it does. I need to be quick on my feet right there. My play is APM is gonna take out the daily high. That's what I'm thinking. APM is gonna open in 3 seconds. Opens up now. Not the open I wanted to see.
it triggers your entry at 64.
So now I'm in two. I'm in two contracts right here. It's not the open I wanted to see. It's very aggressive. Let's see.
And what are you targeting?
914. Depending, if we start pushing very aggressively now, I might start trailing the stop. Poor fucking close, bro. What the fuck is this? Such a good push on that inverse, but it's holding. God damn, that's, oh my god, that's not a good reaction.
There's a complete silence, or I'm not able to hear anything. I guess I'm not able to hear anything. Okay.
Oh shit, I was muted. I just am absolutely locked in. That's why. I just want to see again past above 70. It doesn't look like it. Damn, that is definitely not the open I wanted to see right here. Also 63 was a very big level for me on the bounce. So we might be just grabbing some liquidity below. If it digs back towards 25, it's a way that pullback is going to be way too deep for me, so I'm not going to accept it. Wow. God damn.
But it could be possible that it goes up from here. Could be a breakout and retest. That's what actually I see. Let's see.
That pullback is deep.
Yeah, but what I see is
Too
a
deep.
retest of this level.
We could definitely. That's a very deep retracement. 52.
I should have closed my gold trade and enter into this one trade. It's a very clean setup here.
Yeah, it looks like that next 5 is going to be very important for us. Not the best structure on the 1 for sure, but we have the stop loss where it is for a reason. It wins, it wins. If it loses, it loses. Good trade for me still. I like it. That's every time I take a trade, it's the same one. Note that. Bro, is that guy gonna shut up, bro? Once it gets past 890, my stop loss will be at the low creation here, so at 840. So I need the next 2-3 minutes to be bullish and close strong for that 5 to flip and point towards my draw. If we can't do that, we might be cooked. That 15 is going to be our last hope.
I should have like closed my gold trade and entered in this one.
In the longs?
Yeah, in the NQ longs. So if it comes to 850 again, I'll enter into a long. I won't be able to do so with Tradeify account, so we'll do it with other proof of account. If it again come to 850.
We need the next 2 bars to be bullish. 809. Now the next one. It's 8:09 p.m. That 5 is gonna close. Don't bait us. Come on, bro. Let that be. Let that 5-minute flip. If that 5 can push here and close like a 76, I'll be very confident that this swing low is protected. If not, if it closes back strong at 54, Might shit my pants. Come on. 5's closing. I want to see an open high. Come on. Use this high as stops. If there is going to be a squeeze, it should happen here at 77. Stop loss
I
is
should
here,
have
chat.
like closed my
Stop
board.
loss is at 870. TP1's going to be here, chat. TP1's going to be at 901. TP1's going to be 901. TP2 is going to be the daily high. Come on, let's see that close strong. Come on. Ah, come on. Come on, chat. Come on. Come on, man. Hit it. Come on. Bro. That's gonna make me fucking tweak out, bro. What the fuck is this? That trade is a sweaty ass trade, bro. What the hell is that? Oh my god.
Then what do you say about my trade? I am in that particular trade from last 40 minutes.
Bro. I don't even remember what you took right now. I'm just Let's go! Bang! TP1 smashed, guys. Let's go. Rest at break even. Oh my days. Come on, chat. Ah, let's go. Come on, boys. GG's. Sheesh. Now we let the rest run to the daily high. Exactly like I was expecting. Come on, boy. We already engulfed it. There's no reason for us to come back. If it does, then we're out. But look at this 15. It's going to close within the next 24 seconds. with how it's closing, goddamn, I'm seeing that daily high being taken out. Can we get some W's in the chat? We're currently 15-3. 15 wins, 3 losses. I'm so sorry, Rohit. I know I did not really talk to you when I was in that trade, but I was sweating. I was definitely sweating on that trade. I want to see us opening up higher right now on that 15. Let's see what we can do. I definitely do see some more room back towards 23. That was the whole reason why I took that trade in the first place. I was able to lock in some good profits since we DCA'd. So pretty good trade. Pretty good trade so far. Let's see what ends up happening on that one. That 15 closed, still wicked that high at 900. Could see the retracement back towards 81 easily. But I would want us to reject right now this exact area and push up higher. So where are you currently on your trade?
I'm still at break even. I am telling you, like, I should have closed this
Yeah,
particular
you
gold
told
trade
me also.
and buy took a buy here. It was a very clean setup. Like there was nothing but a proper breakout and retest. I won't be able to find any cleaner setup than this.
Bro, we're currently 1,300 people in the chat. Holy fucking shit. Now we're up now. We're fucking rich. Nah. It's kind of crazy. Within the last 18 trades, I won 15 and only lost 3 within this exact session. All the trades live. So definitely considering switching fully to Asia session and stopping trading NQ during the New York session. You know? I want to actually put my stop loss. Once that 1 minute bar closes, I'll put my stop loss right here. I don't want to give back too much profits. So my stop loss in profit at 83. If it does want to stop me out, then stop me out. I'm seeing the slow. It's more about risk management at this point because I'm gonna be giving up basically 31 points on that trade when I actually DCA'd. So if I DCA'd already, then it means that my target should be different, which is exactly what I spoke about in the beginning with Rohi. Rohi was like, "Where's your stop? Where's your take profit?" I was like, "It's really depending on the open at 8. If the open at 8 is to the downside, then I'm gonna be in heavy because I judge that I have the best possible entry, the discounted entry. When if it doesn't retrace and it pushes, then the open should be the catalyst that drives us up towards the daily high. Nice push. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We need to see that daily high. Everything needs to happen right now. Come on. Come on, chat. Can we do it? Can we fucking do it? Oh my god. We're seeing it happening in real time. That 1 minute bar actually doesn't have any bottom wick too. That's a very good sign in Asia. I need that 5 to close strong. It's 8:18. Don't pull back on us. That's a very good stop loss placement also. Price, in my opinion, has a lot of chances of drawing back towards 23. Of course, the closer you get to that daily high, the more spikes you see, of course. But if that 5 closes strong and is on a breakout, we might be in business. If not, I'll get stopped out in profits. I'm good. I'm definitely good with the amount of profits that I've made during this session. Let's see. 5 minute bar is going to close in 35 seconds. Weak close. Come on. Let's see what it does. That 5 is closing right now as we speak. Hopefully we use 910 as stops in order to run higher to 23. That would be the best play. I'll immediately put my stop loss back towards 94. Open. Sweeping that high. It should be it. It should be it. It should be it, chat. Bang! Come on, boy! Get out! Sheesh! Nah, come on, chat. Can we get some W's? Yo, every time Rohi's in the chat, we take the fucking craziest trade ever. Every fucking time.
I also captured on this move, not in Tradeify, but in other prop account.
Let's go, yo, Rohi. Every time, next time I see your face, I know you're my lucky charm. You know, I'm gonna be like, bro. Every time that guy's on stream, I'm banking the biggest trade of my life. So I gotta introduce you, Rohi, to my celebration. Because of course I say bang, I start flexing my biceps and stuff. But now it's the LARPing celebration. Okay, so to celebrate that I'm currently 15-3, I'm gonna pull out the babies right here, which I received for my birthday, and I'm gonna flex on all the haters that told me to leave my position. All right, Cartier glasses, I won't even Pikachu. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu. All right. All right, chat. Damn, what a beautiful trade. LARP maxing, 1,100 people in the chat. Smash TP3 since the start of that session. The start of that session, I was saying that the daily high was gonna get taken out, and I was only looking for an hourly candle to break above 79 to then use this shift in market structure to then go back up towards the daily high. Did I not say that since the start? I did. And do. And it. So a very clean trade. You know, it was scary, but that's the thing. Usually I like to fade those lower time frame bearish market structure shifts in order to use them as fuel and as liquidity to then drive us back up if my bias is bullish, you know. So at this point, I was trusting the structure so much that I did not really mind about entering on a deeper pullback. It would just give me a better entry, a more discounted entry. So to also celebrate that Rohit's here, and we're doing a very nice job here during the Asia session stream. Let's do some freaking giveaways. Okay, we're currently 1,000 people here in the chat at 700 likes. Okay, so I already owe you guys 2 accounts. At 700 likes, I'm going to be giving away 2 more accounts, 250K select accounts. So it would be a total of 450K select accounts. So make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and also note that we just dropped a podcast with my brother, Big Daddy Max, which is one of the funniest guys I know. So make sure to watch it. Make sure to show some love to the GOAT. Okay. And yeah, so smash the like button at 700. I'm immediately doing 4 account giveaway. Immediately. All right. Immediately. And Rohit, when price was like it was breaking the lows, and my stop loss was not too far. It was like at 20.
Yeah,
it was
it
at
was
25.
25, right?
You were literally
yeah.
saying like, "Yo, bro, it's gonna bounce here. It's gonna bounce here." I was like,
Yeah,
I was
like
you give me confidence, bro.
yeah, on a 15-minute, on a 5-minute time frame, there was a clear breakout and retest.
Yeah.
I took the trade. I took the same trade in another account, made 2,600.
Oh yeah, you took that. You actually took that long.
Yeah, I took that long. Not in Tradeify because I'm already in this one particular gold trade.
Yeah.
But took it in another account, made 2600 in that particular account.
I mean, the fact that you entered right
20,
after is crazy.
2800 actually it's 2800.
That's good. That's good. Amazing. I really did not think that we were gonna resweep into the 15-minute gap. I really thought we had enough fuel to just run back up towards the daily high, which I think that fake out got a lot of people. And that you see like how I view the charts. Really, I know I have a very good ability to know direction and to understand bias. So my only job is to just stay alive within the range and make sure that, okay, if my stop loss is placed at an area where, okay, I can tell myself we actually retraced way too deep, and this was not worth holding because the sellers just stepped in and we were most likely just going to shift the trend. So damn, it looks like I'm taking out those glasses very often nowadays. One during the trading floor, one right now. Man, a blessing. We're just winning. We're winning. So 656 likes. Come on, guys. This is gonna be for 450k select accounts. Come on, guys. Like the stream. Send the stream to your brother, sister, grandmother, cousin, anyone. Make sure to like the stream. Was my reaction loud, chat? Bro. Earlier today also, I was like, bang! And then someone was like, bro, I'm at work and everyone heard me. I was like, yo, my fault. Because like, imagine the level of trust that guy had with me. Was like, yo, that guy never yells. He's always cool, calm, collected. I can let it on my phone and with normal volume. And then you heard bang. Appropriate. Okay. If that was appropriate, then I'm good. I guess you had me on the speaker, but all right. So three more likes, and we're doing the giveaways. We're gonna do them all with like 2 words. Can you do that, Colin? Can we do like 2 words, and you select 2 people from the same word? Okay, so we can do 1 word, 4 winners. Okay, let's do 1 word, 4 winners because it's 8:28. So the word will be oh shit, I was gonna throw it out before actually sending it to Colin. I'm actually so dumb. Yeah, I caught myself doing something very dumb. Okay, what do you guys think what do you guys think the word will be? Okay, the word was actually bang. You guys are you guys are tough. You guys are actually tough for that, but the word was bang, but bang in a different way. Bang with 4 G's. Bang with 4 G's. So the word is bang. Damn. Yeah, we're cooking during the Asia stream, man. We're absolutely cooking. I was scared about that pullback. I won't like just be there to act like that pullback was not deep as hell. But had my stop loss there for a reason, and also happy that my full on target got taken out, that daily high. You see? Those daily highs and lows, bro, they're always not always, but like on strong closure days, they get hunted during the Asia session. Hunted. So, you know, if your favorite mentor is telling you, "Oh, target the daily highs and lows," maybe you should trade Asia with me. All right, we can select the first winner. So it will be for a 150K select account. Congrats, Chin Boss 2484. Congrats, my brother. You won a 150K select account. Make sure to have your email in your YouTube description. Let's roll out the next winner. Does it work? Okay, second winner, Gladdy's FX. Congrats, brother. Make sure to have your email in your YouTube description. You won a 150K select account. Now, let's do the third winner. Congrats, CT Trades 088. You won a 150K select account. Again, make sure to have your email in your YouTube description. And last and final winner, come on. Congrats, it's Adol. You won 150K select account. And that is going to be it for us today. Any closing words, Rohit? I know, this was we talked a lot in the beginning, and then it got pretty stressful at the end. We both got the longs.
Yeah.
So any
that
closing words?
happens. Any closing words?
For the chat, for the Asia stream.
All I want to say is just believe in your analysis. Even if this trade is going in quite negative, I am still in this particular trade because I have taken this trade because of few reasons. Even when you are saying this thing that it could be a deep retracement, still I've seen this. I've not looked for a 20 different thing. This is something which is very basic, which I do, which is the breakout and retest. I enter here and I capture like a good profit in this particular trade. So yeah, always believe in your analysis. Always look for other opinion as well, because you might see something else as well in the chart. But yeah, believe in your analysis, because only when I listened to you that it could be a deep retracement, then only I saw this thing that there is a breakout and retest.
Yeah.
Before that, even I wasn't aware about this particular trade formation in NQ.
All right, amazing, brother. So follow your analysis and trust you and only yourself. So
Yeah.
appreciate you, Rohit. Every time we're there on stream together, we catch some bangers. So hopefully we'll have you on the stream soon enough. But until then,
Definitely.
appreciate you guys so much. We're currently
Hopefully, I'll book a
15.
profit in this trade as well. Let's see.
Hopefully. So we're currently
Let's see.
15-3 in the Asia session. So within the last 18 trades, I won 15, lost 3. So hopefully we'll be able to continue that winning streak tomorrow at the same time, 6 p.m. Peace out.
Okay.